Good evening. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the first OpenGov Chicago meetup in a little while. Sorry for the gap. Hopefully you weren't pining away. We kind of took the summer break, and then the fall got away from us a little bit. But thank you all for coming. I don't know. It's unlikely that many of you got a chance to see it, but I posted a brief article on medium.com today. We kind of allude to this a little bit in the write-up for this meetup, but Dan and I are hoping to kind of lead the group in a slightly new direction from where we've been going. So for the last few years, we've gotten into a habit of mostly sort of presentational, not exactly lecture-y, but a lot of like people come once a month and they kind of get filled up with some information maybe, and then they go away and the next month comes around and there's not a whole lot of continuity in between. But one of the things that we've always wanted to see happen with this group is to take advantage of what the internet enables in terms of connecting people and helping individuals participate in the civic world around them. And so, open government as a movement has been very heavy around open data, which is fabulous, but there are other aspects to what's possible in the 21st century sort of information world. And so one of the things we've talked about off and on for as long as we've been a group is the sort of microdemocratic organizations around the city, like CAPS meetings and local school councils, and the subject of tonight's meeting, the Park District Advisory Councils. So there are a lot of different ways that citizens can be involved in very much their community and make things happen. And we've wondered whether or not some of those organizations might be able to work better and be more effective and more inclusive, more participatory with technology. And so by no means do we claim to know what they need. In fact, very much as Dan wrote in the write-up for tonight's meeting, the first thing we want to do is just learn about what goes on and hear about it. But one of the things that we think might possibly come from this is that the people in this organization who have experience with technology and who have interest in helping our city be better might start to think about ways that there might be tools that don't exist yet that could be created. And in fact, one of the things that's also very cool about all these small micro-democratic organizations is that you have sort of a lot of opportunities to test ideas, experiment with things, but then if you find something that works, you can multiply it out really quickly. There's 194 park councils. If there's something that makes park councils work better, and we try it out with a few of them and it turns out to be really good, then all of a sudden, we don't have to reinvent the wheel 194 times, hopefully. We might say, here's this thing, and everybody can use it, and boom, it's working a little bit better than it did before. Again, I don't know that much about advisory councils, but I'm going to learn tonight. We're all here to learn tonight. We have a number of guests. But before we get into the speaking lineup, as usual, we like to sort of have a minute for announcements for the community. So we have one on the agenda. Just to show hands, does anybody else have anything they want to kind of say to the group before we get into the regular program? Okay, well, Josh Kalov put the note in the meeting minutes, so I'll ask Josh to mention the thing that he wanted folks to know about.
The Governor's Office of Health, Innovation, and Transformation is doing a survey right now about open data, and especially the State of Illinois' data portal. And they're just trying to get more responses to it. It officially closes Monday night, and they're using this as part of, I think, a larger report they're putting together and recommendations for state open data. I have a link to it in the meeting notes. And a link to the meeting notes is on the comments on the page.
Yeah, I should take a minute to remind people who don't know, or remind people who do know and inform people who don't know. One of the things that we do at our meetups is we use a live Google Doc to take notes during the meeting, and anyone who's got the technology to do it is welcome to log in on Google Docs and add to the document, which has some prefatory information in there already, and we'll have more. So if you don't know where it is, in the comments for the meetup agenda, which is at meetup.com/OpenGov Chicago, and then go to today's meeting. The first comment, Dan posted a link to the Google document, then you can log in there. And we find that when everybody together helps take notes, we get some really great record of what happened. So if you're so inclined, please help us out with that.